When your cat sleeps with you, do you truly know what they're trying to tell you? Yes, it's adorable. But behind that closeness, there is something much deeper that most people completely miss. It is one of the most emotionally loaded things your cat can do. And if you read it the wrong way, like most cat owners do, you may be missing messages they have been trying to send you for years. So, to avoid that, let's clear everything up, starting right now. Number 1. It was never just about staying warm. So, why does your cat really sleep with you? Most people think it's simple. Cats get cold, you are warm, end of story. But here is the thing. Cats are extremely good at finding heat sources. Sunny spots, laptops, heaters, clothes fresh out of the dryer. If warmth were all they wanted, they would have plenty of options. So why do they keep choosing you? Because sleep is the moment when a cat is at their most vulnerable. Every instinct they have screams at them to find a hidden, safe place where no predator can reach them. And instead, they walk past every quiet corner in your home and climb into bed with a human 15 times bigger than they are. This is not about temperature. This is trust on a level most cat owners never fully realize. A study on animal cognition found that cats form attachment styles with their owners, similar to the way babies bond with their caregivers. When your cat chooses to sleep beside you, they are saying something they cannot say out loud. You make me feel safe enough to fully let my guard down. And by the way, if your cat suddenly stops sleeping with you, do not ignore it. We will talk at the end about what that really means, and it is something most cat owners wish they had understood sooner. Number 2. They mix their scent with yours. Have you ever noticed your cat pressing their head or body against you right before settling down to sleep? That is not random affection. That is chemistry. Cats have scent glands on their cheeks, forehead, and at the base of the tail. When they rub against you, they leave invisible marks behind. But here is what most people do not realize. When your cat sleeps pressed up against you, they are not just marking you. They are mixing your scent with theirs. In the wild, cats that belong to the same colony share a collective scent. That is how they recognize family. That is how they say, "This one is safe," without making a sound. When your cat weaves their scent into yours night after night, they are repeating an ancient ritual. They are telling the world and themselves that you belong to each other. That is also why your cat may smell you very intensely when you come home from somewhere new. Your scent is different. Part of that shared scent has faded, and that bedtime affection is, in part, their way of restoring what disappeared. Number 3. They think they are your bodyguard. Have you ever wondered why your cat insists on sleeping in one specific spot? Maybe very close to your head, maybe near your feet, maybe pressed against your back. That position is not random, it is strategic. Here is something that may surprise you. Even a small, pampered house cat still carries the instincts of a predator, and predators understand threats. When your cat positions themselves beside you at night, part of them believes they are standing guard. This goes back thousands of years. In colonies of wild cats, members take turns watching over one another while they rest. It is not only about bonding, it is about survival. And your cat, no matter how domesticated they are, has not forgotten that ancient code. Pay attention to where your cat sleeps. If they position themselves facing the door, they are watching the entry point. If they sleep near your head, they are protecting your most vulnerable area. They know they are small, but they do not care. Something deep in their instinct says, "This human is mine to protect." Now, is your cat actually going to take on an intruder? Probably not. But in their mind, they have taken a post. They have given themselves a role, and every night they show up to do their duty. Have you ever thought your cat might be trying to protect you? Comment down below, I'm curious, because a lot of people think only dogs have protective instincts. And while you're here, Go ahead and leave thumbs up on the video and subscribe to the channel so more people can understand the cats we love so much. Number 4. Every sleeping position is a message. Does your cat curl up into a tight little ball? Do they sprawl out like they own the bed? Do they sleep with their back turned to you? Each one of these positions is telling you something different. Let's start with a tight ball. This is the most protective position a cat can take. It shields the belly, tucks in the paws, and keeps all the vital organs hidden. If your cat always sleeps like this, they may feel safe enough to be close to you, but not quite safe enough to relax completely. It is trust with a layer of caution. Now, the fully stretched out body. Legs extended, belly exposed, maybe even lying belly up. This is the ultimate sign of safety. A cat who shows their belly is a cat who fully believes nothing bad is going to happen to them in your presence. They have set aside every survival instinct that tells them to stay alert. And when they turn their back to you, some cat owners take that personally. Don't. In the cat world, turning your back to someone means you trust that person so much you do not need to keep watching them. In fact, it is a compliment. And then there is full contact. When your cat sleeps pressed against you, sometimes wedged into impossible spaces, that is the strongest statement of all. They want zero distance between you. That is not neediness, that is devotion. Number 5. They change their routine just for you. Have you ever wondered why your cat seems to wake up when you wake up and slow down when you go to sleep? That is not a coincidence, it is a choice they made for you. Cats are naturally crepuscular. That means their bodies are wired to be most active at dawn and dusk. Those were the times when their wild ancestors hunted. Those were the moments when their instincts told them to stay alert, not asleep. So, by nature, a cat's routine should not match yours. But cats who form a bond do something remarkable. They override their own biology. Researchers who study domestic cats have found that cats who live in close contact with humans gradually adjust their sleep and wake cycles to resemble those of their owners. They stay awake longer during the day. They sleep more deeply at night. Not because that is natural for them, but because that is when you are available. Think about that for a second. Your cat's entire internal clock, built over thousands of years of evolution, gets reprogrammed just so they can spend more time existing in your world. That is also why cats greet you at the door or show up shortly before your alarm goes off. They have learned your rhythm. They have synced themselves to it, not out of habit, but out of preference. Number 6. They sense your stress before you do. Have you ever had a hard day and noticed your cat suddenly would not leave your side? That is not a coincidence. They knew something was wrong before you even said a word. Cats are extremely tuned in to the people they bond with, and science is starting to prove what cat owners have felt for years. Your cat can read you better than you think. Studies show that cats can detect subtle changes in human behavior, body language, and even scent. When you are stressed, your body releases cortisol. Your movements change. Your breathing changes. Your cat notices all of it. They do not know why you are feeling bad, but they know something is different. That is why some cats become even more affectionate when their owner is sick, anxious, or grieving. They are not just being cute. They are reacting to real signals you give off without realizing it. And here is where everything gets even deeper. Sleeping beside you gives them a front-row view of your emotional state, your heartbeat, your restlessness, your breathing patterns. Night after night, they are gathering information. They are learning what you are like when you are okay, and when something changes, they notice. Number 7. When they suddenly stop, pay very close attention. What does it mean when a cat who always slept with you suddenly stops? This is what I mentioned earlier, and it is something every cat owner needs to understand. If your cat slept beside you for months or even years, and that suddenly changes, do not ignore it. Cats are creatures of habit. When they break such an important pattern, they are trying to tell you something. Sometimes the reason is physical. Pain, illness, or discomfort can make a cat seek solitude. Cats hide by instinct when they do not feel well. It is a survival mechanism. If your older cat suddenly wants to sleep alone, it is worth considering a visit to the vet. In other situations, the reason is the environment. A new pet, a new person, a change in routine. Cats are sensitive to changes in their territory. Something that seems small to you may feel huge to them. And sometimes it is emotional. Cats remember. If something scared your cat in the bedroom, or if there was some kind of conflict in that space, they may pull away to protect themselves. The main point is to pay attention. Your cat chose to sleep with you because they trusted you completely. If that changes, they are not being moody, they are communicating. So listen, observe, and, if needed, gently help them feel safe again. Because this nighttime ritual was never something small to them, and it should not be something small to you either. Want to keep exploring the amazing world of cats with me? Click the video here on the screen and discover the 6 secret rules your cat wants you to know about them. I'll be waiting for you there.